Well, hi, everyone. This is the Brad Free Report, and the theme this week is simple. Who I like at Santa Anita on Saturday. 3 graded stakes races on Saturday. We'll go through it very quickly, and let's start off with race number 5. It's the biggest one of the day, right smack in the middle of the card. The Grade 1 Gold Cup at Santa Anita, the race formerly known as the Hollywood Gold Cup, now being run at Santa Anita with the closure of Hollywood Park, and a field of 7 entered this 1 1/4 race. A couple of names you probably have heard of. Accelerate, he emerged last year as one of the top handicap horses in the country. He had 1 misfire in the Breeders' Cup due to a bruised foot. Dr. Door, all he did last time out was win the Grade 2 Californian by more than 7 lengths. He's a sharp gelding on his way up for trainer Bob Baffert. Baffert has won this race 6 times. But when it all is said and done, the Gold Cup at Santa Anita is all about number 4, City of Light. His first 6 races were all sprints, and the question going in to the Grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap last month, could City of Light get 2 turns? That was a 1 1/8 race. Let's roll the tape on the Oaklawn. Wide on the far turn. You can't go 4 wide and win a graded stakes race. Well, unless your name is City of Light. And as you can see, Drayden Van Dyke is sitting chilly on City of Light. Meanwhile, that's Accelerate and Victor Espinoza to his inside. Accelerate is under the whip, under a drive. Drayden Van Dyke just sitting chilly on City of Light, and he kind of puts Accelerate away. And I'm not sure if City of Light maybe started goofing around in deep stretch, because Accelerate did come back on and make it close. In that race, City of Light earned a career-best 107 Beyer speed figure despite losing a ton of ground on the far turn. He was in receipt of 3 pounds from Accelerate. Under the conditions of the Gold Cup on Saturday, he gets 4 pounds from the horse that he just beat. City of Light might be a good thing in the Gold Cup at Santa Anita. He also happens to be the 9-5 favorite. I expect him to run well. I expect him to win. Race number 6 is the first graded stakes race on grass. It's the Grade 2 Charles Whittingham at a 1 1/4. And for the last year, number 6, It's in the Post, has been the top long-distance turf horse in California, and he enters the Whittingham without a knock. His 2 most recent starts at a 1 1/4 were both victories. It's in the Post is the class of the field. He shows up every single time, and the only knock on It's in the Post is price. He's the 6-5 favorite on the morning line. And you could take that, or you can go with the horse that I have been waiting to gamble on. He's down on the bottom, number 8, Syntax. He was a top long-distance grass horse in California last year. He placed in 3 successive graded stakes races at a 1 1/4 or more, and then he went to the sidelines. He finished an okay 4th in his comeback, and then his most recent start was in the Grade 3 San Francisco Mile. He finished 4th again, but that's him on the far outside, Syntax. And what you don't see, well, let's just talk about him. He did finish with run, Syntax did. He finished 4th by a length and a half. But what we don't show you on the video, and I highly recommend firing up Formulator, going back and watching the entire race for Syntax. Going into the far turn, he was steadied and shuffled back and completely lost position. Then he went 5 wide through the far turn, and as you saw, 8 wide into the stretch. He finished 4th in the Grade 3 San Francisco Mile. In my opinion, Syntax was best that day. The distance stretch out to a 1 1/4 benefits him. He's listed at 4 to 1, and if Giovanni Franco can somehow put up a good grass ride this time around, I think the Syntax can possibly spring an upset over the legitimate favorite. That's It's in the Post. Syntax is listed at 4 to 1. I don't want anything less than 4 to 1. If he drops to 7 to 2, no thank you. 4 to 1 or higher, I'll take Syntax to score an upset in the Grade 2 Charlie Whittingham. Okay, race number 8. This would have been a terrific race on which to gamble because I loved a horse in here. But Uni, number 5, Uni, is not going to make the trip. She got sick. Trainer Chad Brown told Daily Racing Form Steve Anderson on Thursday that Uni will not run. And therefore, we are left with kind of a nondescript field of fillies and mares going a 1 1/8 on grass. And favoritism is on number 7, Hawks. Now, the problem with Hawks is this. A mile and 1/8 is beyond her distance preference. In fact, she's made 5 starts at a mile or beyond, 1 win and 3/3. At distances less than a mile and 1/8, she's 4 for 12. So once you start stretching out beyond a mile, Hawksmoor gets into some very uncharted territory. Is she the best horse in the field? Yes, she is. But here's another problem, or challenge, I should say, facing Hawksmoor. That is this. Mile and 1/8 grass races at Santa Anita this spring have not been conducive to speed. There have been 11 races at the distance. Only one of them has been won gate to wire. 2 others by a horse positioned 1, 2, 3, and 8 others won by horses that rallied from behind. Well, Hawksmoor does her stuff up on the front end. A mile and 1/8 could be a long way to go. So is there an alternative in the race other than the favorite? There might be. Mopatism is making her first start on grass. She is listed at 10 to 1. She's a daughter of Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo progeny do love the grass. In fact, many of them move up on grass. And Mopatism, who has been facing the likes of Fault, Unique Bella, the Abel Tasman, the best dirt fillies in the country, she's dropping in class into this grade 1. That sounds kind of silly, but grass might be what she wants. And she does not face any champions in the Gamely. So at 10 to 1, you might want to take a look at Mopatism. Hawksmoor, obviously the best horse in the race. So we're looking for City of Light in the Gold Cup. Syntax to spring an upset in the Whittingham. Possibly Mopatism at a price in the Gamely. Couple of quick notes before we let you go. The Grade 1 Beholder Mile next weekend. That'll be a good one. Unique Bella and Paradise Woods will square off. Selcourt was expected to run in there. She had a minor setback. She will not be out long. Talked to her trainer, John Sadler, early this week. Sadler says she needs 2 or 3 weeks. She will be back for Del Mar. So watch for Selcourt this summer at Del Mar in either the Clement Hirsch or the Rancho Bernardo. Speaking of Del Mar, 2017 Pacific Classic winner Collected is due back at trainer Bob Baffert's stable any day now. He will be trained toward a defense of his title in Pacific Classic. The Pacific Classic on Collected's goal again agenda this year. And finally, nominations will close today, Thursday, for the $200,000 Snow Chief Stakes. And the top 3-year-old in California will not be on the list. Heck Yeah, who has won 4 out of 5. He had a setback. He will be out of action for perhaps most of the year. The good news is it's not a setback that is a career ender. He will be coming back. Heck yeah. And he will be a good older Calbred. That's a wrap for the Brad Free Report this week. Looking for City of Light to win the Gold Cup at Santa Anita and establish himself as one of the top handicap horses in the country. I'll see you next time.